conspicuous area of Los Angeles. Actually, it's North Hollywood, and I was told that this is the location where Metallica have been for about 6 months, holed up in this, what doesn't even look like a recording studio. It's called one-on-one recording. They're in here working on their as-yet untitled record, and we're going to drop by and say hi. So you guys have been, what, 6 months now?
No, 5 months and 3 weeks, come on.
Yeah, I should have checked my calendar. But how's it going, anyway?
It's going real good.
Yeah?
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
It's going, finally, it's like, there's like this period when you start in the studio, like you come in, you're like really excited, yeah, we're in the studio again, and then like about a half hour later, it's like, oh no. And then it's like about 3 months of that kind of stuff, like the real grudge work, just doing all the drums and the basic rhythm guitars and just getting all the foundations together can sometimes not be a real uplifting kind of thing. But now we're like getting to the point where James is doing like vocals and starting to do a lot of the stuff that colors up all the music, and that's when it gets really exciting again. Now it's like I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
If you hear that noise in the background, what's happening is, take a shot over there, Dave. These guys are actually doing a home video. Is this what they're doing? Documenting everything that you guys have been doing. So they're shooting us doing it. So if you hear a noise every once in a while, they're using film, we're using videotape. We don't make noise.
We had big arguments over whether we should use film or videotape, and it's like, well, Aerosmith used video, so we should use film.
Well, speaking of Aerosmith, last time we talked, you were in Toronto to do a bill with Aerosmith, and you actually said in something I read that they were the coolest bunch of guys you knew, correct?
Yeah.
Well, listen, why don't we play one of their videos to get into the videos,
okay.
Then we'll come back and talk more about this stuff and what's happening. Pick a video.
Aerosmith, let's play, Dude.
Yeah, it's a good idea. On the power.
Done.
North Hollywood, like, does that add something to the music or what?
It takes away from it.
Does it really?
No, I mean, it's just like we just never wanted to do a record at home in San Francisco, and the earlier, like, Lightning and Puppets were made overseas because of, like, financial reasons and stuff like that. But the Justice album, we thought we'd, make that closer to home. Then, like I said, we didn't even want to be in San Francisco, but L.A., an hour away, you can go home, and there's just, it's cool in L.A. because there's, like, when you're in the studio, you want to be able to, at least we do, we want to be able to get away from it.
Right.
And there's a lot of places you can go get away from recording in L.A.
You like the area?
No.
No?
It's too easy to have fun here.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Have you been having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, most of the fun I've had is when some of my buddies come down from up north. So, I just try and keep it to a minimum.
Right on.
A few beverages on the weekend.
I get this feeling that, as far as this record goes, you are here a lot. You
I'm here all the time. Me and James are basically all the time. That's the way it's always been. Kirk and Jason just kind of stay at home and come in when they do their parts. But I'm here all the time. Probably more than anybody wants me to do. Like, go home!
Well, you took a different approach to putting this record together. I mean, when I was reading about you guys would make these riff tapes and stuff and pass them around the band, now you're writing songs in a different way, is that right?
Yeah, I think actually the initial part of the songwriting is pretty much the same. Everybody has their tapes, with the bits and pieces from the last couple of years, and we just sit there, me and James sit and shift through it, for a couple of days and whatever, and just take the best pieces and kind of make it into songs.
At what point do you sit down and say, okay, here's what it's about, here's the words?
It's a riff and a song title, pretty much. Kind of get them together. Kind of go through all the riff tapes, see how many good riffs we got, and this time there was quite a few. Especially since we were doing the more simpler tunes. Like one of the songs is like 2 riffs in the whole song. There's different singing over it, which is pretty cool. So we, had a lot more material, and it's basically a riff and a song title, and we kind of find out how we want the lyrics to kind of fit in with how the music's going to go. If it's going to be a crusher or, you know, a nice little song. Or
The difference this time is that instead of taking, you know, like 5 riffs and cramming them all into one song, now most of the songs only really have like 1 or 2 riffs in it, so it's a little more, just kind of sticks more to one thing.
We always try to write short songs. It seems like that we actually did it this time.
Especially the Justice album was like, each song had, you know, was like 10 minutes long and all over the place and stuff like that. And this album, we tried to keep things a little more sort of compact.
The cerebrum has suffered massive and irreparable damage.
You never know what has happened to him.
Had I not been sure of this, I would not have permitted him to live.
Where am I?
Father?
What happened?
I need help. I need help.
What is democracy? What is democracy?
Got something to do with young men killing each other, I believe.
When it comes my turn, will you want me to go?
For democracy, any man would give his only begotten son. It is impossible for a decerebrated individual to experience pain, pleasure, memory, dreams, or thought of any kind. This young man will be as unfeeling, as unthinking as the dead until the day he joins them.
I don't know whether I'm alive and dreaming or dead and remembering.
How can you tell what's a dream and what's real when you can't even tell when you're awake and when you're asleep?
Where am I?
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or a dream. Deep down inside, I feel the scream. This terrible silence stopping there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up. I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wait for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
I just went ahead and chopped off every... Oh, God. Please make them hear me. They won't listen. They won't hear me.
You don't wake me up, I'll be like this for years.
Hear me.
Back in the womb, it's much too real. In from life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, head to the truth that sticks in me. Just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life up from me. Hold my breath as I wait for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
Just like a piece of meat that keeps on living.
It won't always be like this, will it? I can't live like this. I can't. Please, no, I can't. I can't. Help me. Somebody please help me. Mother? Maria? Help me, Mother. I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Now the world is gone, I'm just one. Oh, God, help me. Hold my breath as I wait for death. Oh, please, God, help me.
Lying here like some freak in carnivore show.
He is the armless, legless wonder of the 20th century.
Death has a dignity all its own.
Father, I need help. I'm in terrible trouble and I need help.
Don't you remember when you were little? Oh, you and Bill Harper would bring a wire between the two houses so you could telegraph to each other? You'll remember the Morse code?
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapping myself, fighting my only fear.
It's Morse code. For what? SOS. Help.
Landmine, that's digging my sight, digging my feet, digging my hearing, digging my arm, digging my leg, digging my soul. Let me with life in hell.
What's he say? He said, kill me. Over and over again. Kill me.
Oh, God. He's making me hear. Don't you have some message for him, Padre?
He's the product of your profession. Not mine.
Each man faces death by himself. Alone.
Goodbye, Father.
Inside me, I was screaming. Nobody pays any attention. If I had arms, I could kill myself. If I had legs, I could run away. If I had a voice, I could talk and be some kind of company for myself.
Why don't they get it over with and kill me?
I could yell for help, but nobody'd help me. I've just got to do something. I don't see how I can go on like this.